Good afternoon, Harley Troubadour followers. We are glad to be out being able to ride today on a Saturday morning or early Saturday afternoon. Weather is beautiful here today and just going to get better as we make our way out. A lot of rain leading up to today. There's a fellow rider coming by. Yeah, a lot of rain today or yesterday and the days before, and then got rain coming for a few days after today. So we picked today. I'm off today. Today I can go out and enjoy myself. We're actually heading down to one of my few favorite Harley dealerships. We're heading down to the Adventure Harley here in Ohio. I forget what city it's in, but maybe I'll put that in the comments here once we do the editing. But it's one of my favorites. It's a fairly big Harley shop. Got a lot of equipment, got a lot of bikes, and I just thought that'd be a good ride for today. I can't go out real long today because I got some things to do preparing for church tomorrow and stuff. But one of the things I was going to talk about today is we're taking a ride down. I purchased some Bluetooth speakers. I've been trying to decide between a headset and Bluetooth speakers, and I decided I'm actually going to do both. The headset because I want to be able to talk with my wife whenever she's riding, and maybe other riders that go in groups that we go in. But the speakers, because normally I like riding with a half helmet. Of course, I wear a full helmet whenever we're doing this recording so that we can do the mic properly and everything. But normally I like the half helmet, and I just thought speakers would be better on the handlebars there for when you have a half helmet. So I purchased these. It was a set of Boss, B-O-S-S, Boss. I think it was a 425BA Bravo Alpha. Just these speakers were about $100, just shy of $100, which means that they weren't the best that you could buy. Obviously, you can get into the hundreds, high hundreds when it comes to speakers. But I had a friend that had purchased a pair for about $100, and I've been riding with him, and I'd hear his, and I thought, yeah, well, that'll probably work for me. Don't need anything super bass or anything like that. Just want to be able to hear it. So I purchased them. They had some good ratings on, and I put them on the other day, and it wasn't hard. But when I tell you, eventually I decided to send these back, and I got a different brand coming to me now. So when I say it wasn't hard, but it wasn't near as easy as the other set that I got coming's going to be, and just some other ones I looked at. The set I bought, it had your positive, negative to hook up to the battery. It had your wires for your speakers, one connecting to the other, and then it had a separate wire that had a volume control on it, and also a plug-in for 3.5 mm. So not that it was hard to hook up any, much more difficult, but there was a lot of wire, and it also had a lot of extra wire. There would have been some definite cutting and splicing that was going to have to take place with this. But I got it hooked up, and when I turned it on, I didn't think it was quite as loud as I would want, and then I went out on the ride to check and see, and number one, it had to be full blast. Excuse me. Had to be at full blast, and even at that, it was just not loud enough. I could understand what they were saying, but for me, I like my music loud to begin with, always have. So it just quite wasn't the sound level that I was looking for. Now, I will say this. If you don't need super loud, if you're not going to be out on the highway much, for $100, I don't know that you could beat that Boss 425 Bluetooth set of speakers. As far as the sound and stuff, it was quality sound when I could hear it at lower speeds. So it did take me a while to get to the battery and everything. I was kind of disappointed because I've got to take it off, unhook everything, and I probably should have did that before I even put everything together. Should have just took the positive, negative, and plugged it in and see how it sounded. But oh well, that's not what I did. So now I've ordered a set of JBL Cruise Black. That's what they're called. A lot better ratings. Now the cost, that's one of the things I want to talk about. The cost is it was technically a lot more. I think they list for $269.99, and the best price that you could find on the internet up until I did find what I bought them for was $199, and I don't remember if that was Amazon or if that was eBay or what it was, but I kept looking, and finally I found, like I have, like even with my seat that's on here, my tall boy seat, I found somebody that was selling them, and was selling them as open box. Now open box just means that the box had been opened. It was new, just like my seat was brand new, but if a box has been opened at all, I guess eBay's rules are you got to list them as open box. So I got these JBL speakers new for $149.99, almost half of what the normal list is. Now I haven't put them on yet, so obviously I don't have a report to tell you how the sound is. But one of the things that I like about them, I didn't like the other speakers too because they had to set down in between the middle part of the handlebars, and I made them work, but I had to move my cell phone holder, which I did not like where I had to put it, and they jammed up that whole middle area. These JBL Cruise Black speakers, they have a patent on this. You literally unscrew your mirrors, and the speaker screws down in where the mirror would go, and then on the speaker bar it has another spot where you put your mirrors back on. So it lifts your mirrors up a little bit, which really, that's not a bad thing. It lifts your mirrors up, but that's all, and it puts them out away from the middle part of your handlebars, so you can see good again and everything is just right. So those are supposed to be coming in, and I'll be glad to have those, hook them up. Hopefully this set works and we won't have any more issue. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else new I have on the bike. I still got to put my clamps that I bought to move my turn signals down from the handlebars, the front turn signals from the handlebars down lower on the forks. We'll get to that soon as well. I think I'll do that when I put the speakers on this next time. The other thing I was going to talk just a little bit about, and it's the times. We've got this coronavirus, and whatever your feelings are on it, whether you think we've gone too far, too little, that's your right and your opinion. But the thing I can say is I'm glad that we're getting back, or moving back towards some kind of normal life. This morning I got to go for the first time in a couple months get a haircut, and that was great. It wasn't a whole lot different at my barber shop, other than they were wearing masks and they had these plastic throwaway I don't know what you want to call them, capes or whatever, that they put over you to keep the hair from getting all on your body. But they had those on, so yeah, getting out, seeing people at the Harley dealerships is a great thing. I'm just glad to be out here doing what I do. So hopefully this little short video, I am using, by the way, I am using my old GoPro, the 3 Plus, so we'll see how the video does for this, but had to use that as I grabbed my other one this morning and realized that my GoPro 7, I hadn't charged the battery up. So we'll see how the GoPro 3 does this. And we do look forward to putting this video up. We continue to work on things, continue to try to make things better, equipment-wise, and learning how to do the videos themselves. So we do ask you, if you do enjoy what we're doing, if you haven't yet done it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so that you can get the notifications when we've got new videos that we're putting up. And, you know, just we ask you to share if you like what you hear, like what you see. If you have any suggestions, please go all the way down to the bottom and put in your comments exactly what you'd like to see, or if you want to talk about the videos a little bit. We appreciate that. We're new to this, we're rookies, novices. We do thank all the people that have already subscribed and are part of the channel, and we just ask you to share and tell other people. And until the next time, we say God bless you and hope that you have a great, safe day.